Cheyenne, Andy Santor, head golf professional, Mill Creek Golf Course. Thanks for coming tonight. Going to take a look at two videos we took of you. The video obviously is on the top is face on, video at the bottom is down the line. We are going to start with the video down the line. Now, you're going to see, we're going to go into our backswing, you're going to see that golf club come underneath our shaft plane at address. It gets open and that club head is well behind us. You know, at this point we would want that club more in front of our torso. And the big reason we do that is because we're taking the club back with our hands and our forearms, so we're getting too much hand forearm rotation away from the ball where we need more body rotation away from the ball. And what we need to do to achieve that, and the more I did this to you, the better you hit it, we need to get your pelvis backwards and your torso more that way. So we're going to, you're this way, we want to get you more of a bend from the waist this way and get that pelvis back. So I'm going to give you a couple drills to do that. And the more we were able to do that, the more we were able to get some forward bend to you, the better we hit it. Now we're going to go into our swing. You can see there that golf club gets well behind us, well underneath the shaft plane. Don't get quite enough rotation on our backswing because of our setup. Make a pretty good recovery into impact here. You can see, we lose some of the balls to the right. You can see that club face there is open slightly, which we'll talk about more on the face-on view, but really get into a pretty good impact position and get through the ball pretty good. Now you can see how high those hands are. We should be getting those over here somewhere, get our arms going with the rotation of our body. But once again, I'm going to give you some drills to be able to do that. Now we're going to take a look at the face-on video, and the biggest thing we'll see here is we don't get quite enough rotation on our backswing. Once again, mainly because of our setup, and when we come through the ball, you can see right there that toe should be more that way, and that club face is open. That's why we lose some balls to the right. And if we go one more frame there, make a nice move through the ball. But we're going to give you some drills to do to help you with your setup, help you with your rotation on your backswing, and I'm also going to give you a drill to get that club face squared up through the ball. So, make sure you do those. You have some good natural ability, and thanks for coming, and hope to see you. Hello, Andy Santor, Director of Instruction, Youngstown, Mill Creek Golf Course, Youngstown, Ohio. Today I'm going to show you a drill that we do. I'm going to call it the left elbow hinge drill that we do to keep the golf club square. Now, keeping this golf club square, okay, I'm going to hold it right there in front of me. That would be a square position. That would be an open position. That would be a closed position. And when I change the positioning of my left arm or my left elbow, okay, right here my left elbow is pointed down to the ground. Okay, if I would turn the club to an open position, you see my left elbow is pointed out. If I would turn the club to a closed position, my left elbow is pointed this way. So keeping that left elbow pointed down to the ground throughout our golf swing is an excellent way to keep the golf club square during the golf swing. The more we can keep the golf club square, the straighter we're going to hit it. Hello, Andy Santor, Director of Instruction, Mill Creek Golf Course, Youngstown, Ohio. Going to show you what I call the pelvic mobility drill. Very important. I think one of the most critical things we can do in our golf swing. One of the most common mistakes I see students make in a golf swing is their pelvis during their golf swing thrusts forward and backward, okay? It's very important to keep that pelvis posterior to our sternum during our golf swing so it can rotate. You can see when I'm doing that, okay, my pelvis is rotating. Okay, big mistake we see people make on their downswing, okay, is you can see there my pelvis is thrusting forward. Anytime my pelvis thrusts forward in my golf swing, the golf club is going to get out of position. It's going to be very difficult for us to make consistent contact with the golf ball. So I want you to do a pelvic mobility drill. Just rotate that pelvis and keep it posterior to your sternum during the golf swing. Hello, Andy Santor, Director of Instruction, Mill Creek Golf Course, Youngstown, Ohio. Today I'm going to explain the pelvic tilt drill. It's a drill to help you get in a better setup position, get you able to rotate better. Okay, what I see many of our students do is they set up like this. You can see my pelvis is tucked underneath my sternum here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get about a fist length away from the back of this chair. Okay, I'm going to get my tailbone about right there, and I'm going to fight my pelvis back toward that chair. You can see when I do that, my pelvic bones get posterior. Now, when I get a golf club in my hand, my pelvis is posterior to my sternum, and I'm in a much better position to rotate my body. Now, rotation has to dominate the motion in the golf swing, and if you can do that drill, you can do that at home. I think you'll improve your setup position and in turn improve your golf swing. Andy Santor, head golf professional, Mill Creek Golf Course, Youngstown, Ohio. I'm going to show you a downswing sequence drill, and this is simply a drill to help us achieve the very critical part of getting the proper sequence in our downswing. Now we're going to break this up into our downswing sequence into 4 parts: my pelvis, my thorax or my torso, my lead arm, or which in my case is my left arm, and then the golf club. Now once again, downswing sequence. Our downswing sequence needs to be pelvis, thorax, lead arm, and the club. Needs to go in that order. So to accomplish this drill, you can see I have my feet very close together. I have the golf club slightly above the golf ball. And you'll see here everything above my belt line will start my backswing motion. So in other words, everything above my belt line is moving to my backswing, and you can see my pelvis is already moving to my lead leg, or in my case, my left leg, starting my downswing motion. So there you see my pelvis is going first. You'll see my thorax or my torso will follow. My lead arm will go next, and then the club will go last. Excellent drill to help our downswing sequence.